everyone, welcome back to my booktube channel, Kylie Quiggle's Book Quirks. I'm going to be running you through my review of the Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. I'm first going to start out with a couple of just questions that I'm going to answer about each book, and then I'm going to do a general review, spoiler free, and then I'm going to head into spoilers. I'll let you know when I start the spoilers. So I have the paperback edition books right here, and if you don't know, there's I believe it's the 10th or 20th anniversary, it's probably the 10th anniversary special editions coming out soon that have this gold foil and stuff. Those are really cool, although I do prefer these paperback ones just because they make the really cool picture. And then if you line up all of Cassandra Clare's books, they make a big picture that I think connects, and I think that's really cool. So as far as covers for these paperback books, I love the cover for Clockwork Princess the best. If you can see, I like the pink right here. And then the detailing on Tess is really cool. If I had to rate the books in the order which I liked them most, I would go in order. So the first book's the book that I like the most, second's the second one, the second book that I like the most, and third one's the third book that I like the most. I love all these books. I don't hate them in any way, but that's just how I would rank them. I did like the first one a lot. I think that the way Cassandra Clare set up the whole story was really good, and some of my favorite scenes are in the first book. The second book was still really good. Personally, I like Will and Tessa together, although Jem is the best character. I think that he gets overlooked a lot, and I don't think that he should be, but I still do like Will a lot more. So then the second book I still did really enjoy. I think that there's some really good moments in character development for all three characters. And then the third book, it was just, there was some plot stuff that was it's just really hard to sit and read and go through. In the sense that it's sad, not that it's really terrible writing. Although my favorite part of the third book is the epilogue, which still makes me cry every time because it is really sad. But yeah. And then if I had to pick a character out of the main trio, which is Tessa, Jem, and Will, I'd probably pick Tessa. I feel like we're sort of cut from the same cloth. We're very similar, and so I think it would be really cool to get to know her. My favorite side character would have to be Cecily. I think that she's really funny, and she just sort of drives Will crazy, and I think that that's really cool. So I'm gonna go into a spoiler section, so if you don't want any spoilers, stop the video right now. Alright, so for those of you who are here for spoilers, let's get into it. So the third book with the epilogue, I do like how Cassandra Clare wrote in that Tessa and Jem are still able to have that life together, and I'm really excited to see more of that. Hopefully when the next series, I think it's with Ty Blackthorne and Kit Harington, comes out. So I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to see where she's going to take the Shadowhunter world. I'm also really excited for Chain of Iron, which is supposed to come out in March, which is going to be fun. I mean, just seeing what's going on with Will and Tessa's kids. I do like how she handled the love triangle. I think it worked out pretty well. I mean, there's still moments where it's sort of well, love triangles are honestly awkward. That's just sort of what they are, and so I think that she worked her best to work around that, but there's still some awkward moments where it's Will and Jem are both in love with Tessa, and like, what are you gonna do about that? But I like how everything worked out really well, and it wasn't like forced, at least in my opinion. So then I'm gonna go through and pick a favorite scene from each book. So my favorite scene from the third book is the epilogue. I said that already, I think. My favorite scene from the second book, I really liked Jem and Tessa and how they had this amazing friendship and how it grew for them. And I think that's really sweet. And I think that her putting an emphasis on how they connected with each other was really good. And then my favorite scene from the first book is the chapter Holy Water and Blood, which is where Will and Tessa kiss for the first time. So that's really my favorite thing. And then I think that I feel like what she did with Jessamine was she very pushed her out of the way, at least in my opinion. I feel like there could have been something more for her if she chose to focus on her character, but I think we will get to see more of her in Chain of Iron, so I'm intrigued as to where that will go. I think that's about everything for my review. Overall, like, this series is one of my absolute favorites, and it's really good, and I really enjoy it. So I'm really excited to be able to review it, and I hope you all have a good rest of your week. Just a reminder, I do have important links down below, and then I have the Book Trigger website that I always include. So if there's any books you want to read and you're worried about content, go check that out. So anyways, I'll see you all later for my January wrap-up.